Chad, how has becoming sort of Judith's protector, like how has that changed Tyrese? How do you think he's feeling?
Wow, man. I mean, first of all, that's the most noble thing a man can do, protect a child. A woman or child. You're too kind. But, you know, like I said, it's an unforgiving, unrelenting world. You know, it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, indeed. And he has such a big heart, you know. He really cares, and, you know, community matters to him. And, you know, without the children, where's our future? So, but you know, he and Carol just went through an incredibly horrific experience, man, with Lizzie and Mika. So he's shaking right now, man. You know, he's hurting tremendously, and he has forgiven this woman, and so you know, being able to dance with her is, you know, any day, anytime, anywhere. I'm right there, but. You know, Tyrese is still, forgiveness is one thing, living it out is another. So he's on shaky ground. He's trying to find his footing.
Yeah. Sonequa Martin Green, also. So, oh yes, you got, and yes, huge congratulations to you, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, so it's almost sort of ironic that you're coming out of this pretend world where there's no hope, and then you just have this like ray of hope that's growing in you.
In my stomach, right?
Has that affected? I mean, like, how has that affected the way that you see the show or the way you approach the show? It must have had some kind of an effect.
Yeah, definitely. I think it has a subconscious effect, if not a conscious one for sure. You know, you just see the value of life. You know, you start to understand it on a totally different, deeper level than ever before, and it really makes you tune in to the lessons and the prevailing messages that are being taught on a show like this. You know. Of hope and survival and family and love and making it through in adversity and all of that stuff. You know, these are pillars that you want to teach your children, and it's almost like they enlighten you. You know, they show themselves more clearly when you're carrying life inside of you.
Now it's also been fun to kind of see the reverse happen with Daryl, of this guy who was a real hard ass, and then every season, like I feel like we peel back another layer of him.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to see him play more emotional this last season. Do you prefer that, or do you like shooting things in the face with a crossbow?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of times that Daryl's killed things, he's been crying while he's doing it. I don't know. It's, you know, it goes back to what Michael said. You know, hope drives this show, and it goes back to what these guys said and Melissa said. It's, you know, we really feel connected to these characters, and we feel connected to each other, and we really care about each other. So, you know, teetering on that line of
where do you think he is emotionally?
Oh God! I mean, this whole season. What? This.
Well, that is his new catchphrase.
What? You know, it's this. I mean, this whole season, it's kind of like when Evel Knievel goes off that ramp and like jumps over a bus. We kind of come out of the gate like that, and probably go through a few fiery loop-de-loops on the way through. but that's kind of where all of us are. With whatever our individual journeys are, we're all just sort of like this. And I would love to tell you where we're at right now, but there's a lot of different ingredients in this soup right now.
No. Yvette is lovely, and
You are wrong.
Kirkman would disagree with you, but he's a bad person. So what is your...
My question is for Andrew and maybe even Scott. I felt like there was something missing last year in the last episode, and then when I got the Blu-ray, that kind of changed. And that last line from "you're screwing with the wrong people" to "you're effing with the wrong people." What went into that?
You can just
decision
say
to
fucking
change-
people watching the show that can handle that.
What went into that decision to change the line? Or...
Well, the line could have been this. And please don't judge my acting here. I'm just, this is a technical thing I'm showing off. It could have been, they're the wrong people. And that would, you all are looking at me like it's weird. It would have been weird. They're with the wrong people.
Because they dropped the sound out. They don't believe it. They dropped the sound out.
It would have been the last line of the season. And, I think people would have been hitting their sets like Homer. We did know that we were going to be able to do it on the Blu-ray. And you know what? Andy Lincoln can say screwing in a way that frightens me.
I only did one. I only gave one take of the actual screwing line because I refused. I just went, no, that's what it says in the script.
Well, yeah, that was my own mistake because I put fucking in the script.
No, you should have. I remember we get outlines and then we get the scripts, and in the outline, Scott had written it. They're fucking with the wrong people, and I said we have to shoot it. We got to find a way. So we actually, for a long time, experimented with how much can we dip the word so that we can still say it.
Yeah, there were these phrases going around the office like, oh yeah, we could do a 9-frame dip fuck. Oh no, we do a 11-frame dip fuck.
I spent a weekend doing that.
By the way, it is kind of...
It's in the comic. It's in the comic. We're fucking.
Isn't that kind of weird though, that this is the way that television works now? And it's not their fault, it's not the network's fault, it's just the way that you can show a guy rip another guy's throat out with his teeth and you're like, hey, but no swearing! If you're watching that, you can probably handle the F-bomb. It gets on the internet now anyway, so fuck it. Thank you for your question. What is your name, sir?
My name's Robert.
And what is your question?
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I just wanted to express that looking down the line, without exception, one of the most badass, cohesive, and brilliant ensemble casts in television. I wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Andrew Lincoln, because from episode 1, you've given your heart and soul to this, and you're an icon. I'm going to throw this out there to you guys, and I hope that you're with me on this one. So, how do I do this? All right. Is there a piece of your character's backstory or history that is not in the scripts, but that you yourself always keep in mind?
Ooh, that's a good question. Who wants to tackle that one?
Well, I always imagine, stories with Merle that involve humiliation, with, everything from his first kiss to, anything involving any sort of accomplishment whatsoever being squashed. So I have things in my own life that think that may be similar to that, and so I can revert back to those things, but nothing good. You know what I mean? I never think of any good Daryl memories. But I'm making them now with these guys.
Yeah. It took the apocalypse to find a family. What about Steven? Steven, do you have anything in your head?
I imagine, I know we mentioned it, Glenn mentions offhand to Rick that he has a couple sisters, and I just imagine him as the baby of the three of them, and that he was always kind of taken care of was always kind of babied in that way. And you see this post-apocalypse really just open it up for him, and he has to fend for himself and be kind of the older brother that he wasn't when he was younger.
Are you trying to get every woman in here to sleep with you? Because that's the way to do it. He's just the baby of the group, and he just, he just wants to take care of someone and hug them a lot. Oh my God! Take my eggs! Yes, sir? What is your name in question?
My name's Horseman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Horseman, what is your
He's one of the 4 horsemen, right?
what is your question?
My original question can't be answered because Chandler Riggs is not here, but I have a backup question. Andrew, would you like a Coke?
Do I like Coke?
Yeah.
I'll go. Do you want it?
Do I want that?
Do you want to?
You know, the
Do you want to gallop it up here?
I thought the horse head was the weird part, but
I spotted him.
start passing that Coke up to Andrew, guys. Come on.
Yes.
No, not the horse guy.
Give it to somebody else. No, bring it back. Give it to a security.
Get it, Chris.
Oh my God! Don't drink that.
You only brought one? I am so thirsty now.
Is it warm?
So I think horse head.
That was an excellent crab walk.
Someone check with AMC. Did we get Coca-Cola?